Hey, hope everybody's doing okay today. I was making a phone call sometime last week. It was near the end of the week last week, and I was on hold for an extended period of time, which led me to this. I got a recording after some time of music that said, if you're reaching this recording during normal business hours, which I was, it said, please note we're operating on a reduced staff due to the coronavirus health crisis. Now, I was like, am I in a vortex? Come again? I hung up, and Riddle said, there must be something going on, and nobody is aware of it yet because I was calling another region. Well, when I don't know what's going on here, but when I looked it up, I came to came to be in the knowledge of something I had not known before. While I had heard of Event Blackjack, which some of you may know it as Event and then the 20 and 1, but Riddle said no, it's not 201, it's 20, that's 20 and 1. Blackjack someone is to coerce with threat or to pressure someone, and that is indeed what occurred when it came time for these. So, what it took me to was SPARS 2025 through 2028. SPARS, Riddle said, no, that's sparse. To be sparse means thinning out like a sparse population. And what it is, it's a hypothetical scenario, another one that was culminated sometime in 2017 for a futuristic thing. They make sure to say that it's not a predictor of anything, but it sure manifested later on. And maybe it wasn't planned that way, but it's hypothetical scenario. The president's name in this is Archer. An archer is someone who fires the fiery arrow at the target. And in this, what is really sad about it is that in this scenario in the booklet, and you can see it online, it says that President Archer consulted with some major corporations or organizations, I should say, such as the CDC and SAMHSA and a couple of other ones, to determine if he should address the millions of people who did that, and thank them for their sacrifice and acknowledge the grief of the families of those people. Now, in the CARES Act and the other stimulus packages that came about, I read those, and back then, and I only held on to a little bit of that information because they were quite lengthy, but there were hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars for both of these items I'm about to mention. One was for digital wallets, for everyone to have digital wallets or a way to send and receive digital currency. And that was mainly, seems, if my recollection is correct, that was mainly to go to the big banks of the Federal Reserve. Then the other thing was that they earmarked so much money for zoonotics, and at the time I was like, why are they earmarking money for zoonotics, for animal vaccines in this thing? Well, in the hypothetical scenario, there's a company overseas, they service Southeast Asia and the Philippines for farm animals, cows and pigs specifically, possibly other ones, for a thing. And the side effects of it in this fictitious scenario were various, but what stood out was encephalitis with seizures and anyway, the fictitious biotech company in the United States partnered with, in this scenario, fictitious scenario, partnered with that company overseas to synthesize the animal thing for humans. And they used it on the humans in the hypothetical scenario pandemic. There was predictive programming on the show, the series finale of Weeds, where in this scenario, they mention having flimsy digital devices that can connect to people's clothing or backpacks so that they can keep in touch at all times of what the situation was, similar to how they did with the contact tracing. In the series finale of Weeds, it happens that the digital cell phones that they had in that series finale is very similar to what is described in this hypothetical scenario. I'll include a picture. In the scenario, they also mention a future possibility of a future outbreak of the measles. And I went to the CDC site, and sure enough, the 2025 measles cases are up. The graph on that is up. So who knows what that's going to bring? And everything was done in sixes back then. It was 6 feet apart, 6 weeks quarantine. It was 6 months. I want to say it was 6 months from when they actually put the thing out, but don't quote me on that. It's very concerning. Of course, we all know anything can happen, and to expect the expected and expect the unexpected. So I think the main thing is that everybody should just be prepared for anything, really. If you haven't seen that, SPARS 2025 through 2028, that document is worth taking a look at, because I really thought that I had done the research. I don't know when that document was first put out online, but it's very telling. And I hope everybody has a great day and just be prepared.